Okay, FightHype.com here with the great Steve Farhood, International Boxing Hall of Famer Steve Farhood.
I like that. I like that intro. I like that.
Thanks, Steve. Broner's a sizable underdog in this fight. What's his path to victory? What's his best chance of winning?
His best chance of winning is to realize the potential everybody keeps saying he has. He hasn't shown it. Even though it seems odd to say that Adrien Broner is an underachiever because he's won world titles in 4 weights. But the fact of the matter is, yes, he's an underachiever. He hasn't raised his game. He can't lay back and be Mr. Counterpuncher looking for the perfect punch against Manny Pacquiao. That ain't going to work. He's going to get outpointed. We could all see that. Maybe that's even the most likely result. He has to be more aggressive. He has to engage more. And, you know, does he have the power to hurt Manny Pacquiao? Well, Pacquiao's been knocked out. Broner hasn't. So maybe that's the best ticket to victory, is to initiate exchanges and initiate a back-and-forth fight.
Who has the speed advantage?
You know, Manny's combination of speed and unorthodox punches, I think, gives him the advantage. You watch the Matisse fight. He kept throwing this like left uppercut, and you know, where did that come from? So it's not just the speed; it's the punches he throws. I have to give Manny the edge there.
Where is Manny right now? Because it looked like against Horn, he was significantly low, not the same guy he was. But then Matisse, everyone loved how he looked. So what do you say?
Well, I say this: it's a mistake that we all constantly make in over-emphasizing a guy's last fight. So Manny looked very good against Matisse. We all agree Matisse didn't put up much resistance. But you can't put too much into that. Manny is 40. As Raul Marquez said on Showbox the other night, he uses his legs as the major weapon of his game, darting in and out, creating angles. He's 40. Maybe those legs won't respond. So there is doubt about him still. There always will be as long as he's 40. And he's not going backward in age. He's only getting older. So I think that's an important issue here. Are we putting too much stock in the Matisse fight?
And who's more likely to score a knockout? Like you said, Manny's been knocked out before. Broner has a good chin, but Manny hits you with shots you don't see coming.
That's the thing. But you know what? I go back to that fight with Maidana when Broner should have gotten knocked out, showed tons of heart. And Maidana, for his power, I mean, he was as hard a puncher as there was in the division at the time. So, look, the Juan Manuel Marquez knockout of Pacquiao, it was one punch. It was the perfect punch. Manny looked like he'd never fight again. So he is vulnerable in that regard. But I don't see either guy taking the other out with one punch.
Did you feel any of those 3 losses Adrian's had, he should have won, whether it was Porter, Maidana, or Garcia? Had he gotten the best out of himself?
Well, you know, the Porter fight was maybe an example of the problem he's had as a fighter, which is he waits for that perfect punch. He landed it in the 12th round against Porter. It was too late. He was way behind on the cards. Mikey Garcia is a great fighter. Nothing to take away there. You know, I don't think you could put too much stock, but he has to raise his game. He hasn't really done it fully yet. He's going to have to do it against an all-time great like Pacquiao.
And lastly, do you think Floyd Mayweather fights the winner?
Well, I think that Manny would love a fight with Floyd again, get revenge, get the big money. Let's face it, Floyd does what Floyd wants. So it's really up to what Floyd wants. If Broner upsets Pacquiao, you would think it would be a natural pay-per-view fight, Broner-Mayweather. In some ways, it's been building since, you know, how many years ago? More than half a dozen years ago. But it's all about what Floyd wants. Right now, I consider him a retired fighter. Does he want to come out of retirement? Well, he's done it once. Maybe he'll do it again.
Thanks, Steve.
You're welcome. Thank you.